All right, so there's a few of you here early. So what's up? Let's see. Chopping and grilling with KC. What's going on, KC? Gustavus. Gustavus. Comrade, how you doing? All right, so now, a few of you guys who have been here for a while know that this is Taste Hustle number 1. I bought him a guitar in September, and he has been playing and learning the guitar. He wanted to play for you guys, so we'll start the live stream a few moments early. You gonna tell them what you're playing?
Those are just chords.
Okay. Jay, what's going on? Spanky, how you doing? Who's on vocals? That'd be you. Trina Brown says play something. He is playing something, but we don't know. He never said what it was.
This song's called Revenge.
Thank you. Say this next song. This song I'm gonna play. That's how you do that. All right, throw them all off. All right. Jay gives you a thumbs up. Mike Hall, how you doing this evening? Is this a different song?
Mm-hmm.
What's this song called?
This song is called Guren.
Called what?
Guren, Guren.
Okay, is in another language?
Yes.
I mean, I would like to know more about the song.
I don't know the words at
okay.
All
right. Do not disturb isn't on yet. Again, this wasn't planned. This is why you got 5 minutes before you need to go live. Where's the tip jar? Go ahead on. I'll make sure if you leave a donation, make a donation. I'll make sure he gets it. Well, I'll make sure he gets 60% of it since that's what YouTube takes 40%.
Okay.
It's not me.
Okay.
Young Bull, Uncle Bull rather. Travis, can you play Pops? I don't know. I don't know if that's pop songs or. It's my favorite thing to do when he plays this song. You throw it off? A little bit. Come on, you gotta play under pressure. You know how many people are watching right now? Madwood, Terry, how you doing this evening? It's my phone. No. So sorry, Mike. The whole thing is I have my phone set to do not disturb mode. It starts at 9 p.m. Maybe I need to move it up to about 8:45 so that when and or if he does this again, he won't be interrupted. But it's been quite a while. All right, Spanky gave you $5, so you'll get 60% of $5. All right. Is that Johnny Cash?
No, I can play that though.
We'll play what you're playing, but this is again when you need to say, "Here's the $3." I'll give it to him. I can't play. Well, I can play a little bit. Like there's a few things I can play. All right. Doom, 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 doom. I know that song. Was that Metallica?
That's a song from the anime. I could play Metallica.
No, what's the name of the song?
Bluebird. I played it before.
I swear I've heard someone else play it or it being played. I mean, I don't know if it's in a popular TV show or a cartoon that I watch or something, but.
And I have it tuned down so it's gonna sound good.
Like he knows what sounding good is. Enter! No, his name is not Jake. Come on, man. You gotta. I'm sorry, guys. I know the song. It's Cooking 1.5. What's going on? So in case you guys don't know or haven't been here this early before, every now and again, Taste Tester number 1 plays one of his guitars. He is on the acoustic guitar this evening, and yeah. Oh, Cameron said his son plays, and he goes by Jake. This is a new song. You didn't tell us what this one was either.
Bugging Out.
Okay. Oh, okay. Boom, 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 boom. This is Tribe Called Quest. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. All right. 25 to 4, 7 or whatever. What is it? That's because. Yeah, it's okay. So that was the song that the guy who played me his first guitar was playing in the store. So that's why that one has such importance to me, where I'm like, play that one, play that one. All right. How about some Led Zeppelin?
Okay.
Quickly. What's the name of that one?
Dazed and Confused.
Okay. Conrad says some classic stuff. He says, there you go. Sean, how you doing? Green sleeves. Is it? Ain't there Delilah? All right. Thank you,
I
sir.
messed it up.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Have a good one. Appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Freebird. Can you play Freebird on the way out?
No.
You don't know Freebird?
I know exactly what he's talking about.
It was a she, actually.
I can't play Freebird.
Well, he's not picking. He's actually strumming. That was all. He used his hands, his finger. You can't do Freebird?
Oh, no.
You can't do Freebird, Jamie, apparently.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. You know, here, come get your $3. You got a tip. Oh, yeah. I should have held on to this money. Hold on. Smoke on the water. Hurry up quickly. Here, you're going to earn this one. Here. And then before you go, can you hand me my coffee from over there, please? Drew, how you doing?
Oh, wait.
Smoke on the water. I think that was all. Doom, doom.
I am the great Kun Hodio.
Everybody who's watched Beavis and Butthead gets that. And the theme song, I asked you to do one thing before you go upstairs. Can you hand me my coffee, please? No, just that, yeah. Thank you. All right. So, let's see. Let me catch up. What's up, Marcus? Wait. Hold on. How you doing this evening? Hold on. I'm sorry, it sounds like a dolphin, but it's really not. It's my cup being turned around. I found an extra sticker. All right, what's up, Marcus? How you doing? Uncle Bull, what's going on? Big Reggie Reg, Drew, how you doing this evening? Comrade said it takes time. Yes, sir. Jasmine, and taste test number 1. Yes, she says hello. He's already gone upstairs, sorry.
Don't worry, I'm here.
All right.
What happened to all the pancake bags?
Mix is gone, I guess. Cooking 1.5 says Nicaragua. Are you in Nicaragua right now? Let's talk must have. Offsets. Not yet, Conrad. We're getting there. Give me about 15 minutes to say hi to everybody. Yeah, so one of my subscribers sent that in a while ago, buddy. It's unscented. It says right on there, unscented. Yes, Jamie, it's just been one of those things where the stickers are in one place and when I'm usually drinking it's somewhere else, but I made a valiant effort today. I actually pulled out a couple stickers because I have a few cups that need some re-stickering. And I have another container I've been using recently that is ready to be stickered. What's up, AQ Daddy Barbecue? Got some pulled pork cooking. That's what's up, Big Reg. Grumpus says, hey, yo, dashing everyone. Terry says hi. I think I said hi to Terry already. Daniel Borboa. What's good, Dash? Here from Cali. Yeah. Justin says, big fan of your videos. First time on a live stream. Well, don't make it your last. Justin. Like I have any say. Converse has got a pork loin ready for Friday. Nice. Hey everybody, Mimi says. She says. FC says, good evening, gents and ladies. There's a few ladies in the house. Do not mistake the ladies for gents. Don't do it. You will hear about it later. Ask me how I know. Laz says, chili season starts this weekend. Lows in the 40s in Kansas City. It's a Mario. What's going on, man? Jamie says, welcome to the party, Justin. I don't know about the party aspect, but you know. Alright, so I'm not confirming nor denying anything, Mimi. Nothing. Hey, Dash and Company Taylor says, Still almost 100%, 100 here in Vegas. Jeez, Rich. Yeah, but y'all have that dry heat like it's any cooler. All right. So I know there are a few folks that ask me what I'm drinking on, and this evening I found this big old bottle of vodka because me and the Brown didn't get along last week. Was it 2 weeks ago now? Well, we didn't get along. Plus, I was tired, and so I, switching up, go back to the clear that I like. Now, I found that big old bottle at Costco. That huge bottle there, I think it is a liter. Actually, now that I think about it, it was 1.75 liters. It was $13. $13, and then I have some juice. I have this mango juice from 7-Eleven, and it's doing its job. Definitely. Ooh, shoot, Frio's in the house. Uh-oh, Frio, what's going on? First time today, I hit a keto chili. It was pretty good. All right. Grumpus is nice fine. Sure enough. Alexa, what's the current temperature?
Right now, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit.
I was guessing
Tonight,
60.
expect a low of 55 degrees.
So shout out to everyone
To celebrate
who's...
Halloween. Would you like to hear costume ideas for Halloween?
No, thank you. Shout out to all the folks Alexa devices that are going off. Alexa, thank you. You bet. No. All right. Let's see.
Anytime, Scott.
Oh, there we go.
Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. All right, KC says, sup. I watched the replay of last just all 3 hours. I'll be making a drink as soon as I get home. Thanks, Justin. Holy cow. Grumpus is 75 here in Spring, Texas. Holy crap, $13. I would kill for those prices. Yeah, Taylor. Yeah. Conrad, this is about crappy time. Leftover ostrich tacos. Holy cow. That's what's up. KC, I'm good. I used to live in Bellis, Blue Springs. Should have loaded up like you did the charcoal. Had I bought that much alcohol, my wife would have been really, really upset. She's already upset at the amount of the bottle that I have drunk. It doesn't matter. The comedic effect was lost on you.
No.
It was.
I get it. Drunk.
Anyway, so I brought this home. I brought this bottle home. No, I brought this bottle home on Monday. So I've been drinking on it for 2 or 3 days now. But still, it's almost halfway gone in 3 days. She's not very happy. Did I go on Monday? Yeah, I did. I went on Monday. Hit the thumbs up for Dash, Jasmine says. Hey, Jasmine, I don't know if you saw, you hit me up about shirt design, and I think I sent you my email. I don't know if I saw a response, so just wanted to talk about it before I forgot. Big Will says he's down in Waldorf. Yes, indeed. Cool. 80 degrees in Los Angeles. Lakers or Heat? 76ers. FC says 55 up in New York. You're a Coronaholic. No, I am not. That is one beer that I very rarely buy. Very rarely buy. That's only $2.16 a day. In the arms of an angel. Hey, all right, guys. So let's get to talking about the topic at hand. And let me go ahead and get my laptop up and running so that I can monitor the video to make sure that we don't have any problems with the live stream. The Sixers might sign Doc Rivers. Oh, you got jokes, huh? Oh, perfect. All right. So that's all set up so I can monitor the live stream. Hey, if you haven't already, or if you could, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Wow, someone left me a thumbs down. Nah, I mean, it's okay. Maybe they didn't like my son's guitar playing. I get it. You know, not everybody's into guitar. All right. Vodka lemonade and blue curacao. Nice. It's true, Grey Goose, and that Costco vodka is produced by the same company. Is it true? You know what, Mario? I have heard inklings that it could be true. It could possibly be true. And I tell you what, that I haven't had Grey Goose recently, but I wouldn't mind putting them in taste test. All right, Brian, what's going on, B? Texas barbecue guy. Ricardo says hello, 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 and he put on his sunglasses. My glasses were not, it's not daytime, so mine won't change colors. So what's going on, Rick? How you doing, sir, this evening? B, hope all is well. Good evening, good evening, barbecue fam. What's up, Dash? Lou Calamatas is in the building. Well, on the live stream. Don't see the thumbs down on my screen, Comrade says. Well, I see one on mine. Unfortunately. I'm looking on the computer, you can see the thumbs down. On like the phone or on TV, it only shows you thumbs up, apparently. Casey's, where can I get that bottle? I got this bottle from Costco. The Costco in DC sells liquor. And I had heard that the Costco in DC sold liquor. And I was like, okay. So I had to go and get some things from Costco. And I was like, you know what? There's where I work in Prince George's County in Maryland. And where I work, there is a Costco about 10 or 15 minutes away in Maryland. And there's a Costco that's 10 minutes away in DC. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to the one in DC today. And I went to the one in DC. And oh, man, I was like, what? They sell what? Like, it's true. They have what? Like an aisle where you would see, like in the middle of the store where you would see like clothing. That's how they had liquor set up. And it was not like bargain. All of it was not bargain liquor. It was some good. There were some very, very high end like whiskeys and brandies and scotches. Woo, it was a lot to take in. Let's just put it that way. But yeah. Why do I use Kingsford? Because it's cheap and I can get it on sale. Marcus is fully engaged. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? R. Oliver. What are you looking for? His phone. Oh boy. This is 5 times already. No beer till Friday. Sucks. Costco down here sells liquor. It depends. So there's a Costco near my mom's house in Pennsylvania. They don't sell liquor. There's a Costco that we drive past every now and again in Delaware that they do sell liquor in Christiana. The Costco's around where I am in Maryland do not sell liquor. And obviously the Costco that I mentioned in DC sells liquor. Cooked the butt on Saturday, came out a bit dry. Any advice? All right, so I'll answer this question really quickly, and then we got to get to the topic at hand. So we're going to talk about must-haves when cooking. So, if you cooked the butt on Saturday and it came out a bit dry, what you could do is take some of the fat see, this is why I don't answer these questions during the first hour, because I need to get more information from you. Did you wrap it in foil? Did you wrap it in a pan? Like what happened? You be more specific about how the cook happened. Like, be as descriptive as you can in your comment, and then I can try to reply. K Long says, do I like Kingsford? It's fine. I mean, it's like an even keel charcoal. Doesn't get too hot. It lasts, moderately long. No problems with Kingsford. I thought that all Costco had alcohol until I went to another one. No, they do not. You don't know how good you have it until you don't know. Nope. All Costco stores do not sell liquor. Brother Thyron, how you doing this evening? Try injection beforehand. I don't inject brisket. I don't inject anything. So I don't subscribe to that whole injection thing. Casey says, what's everyone cooking this weekend? So for me, I have not an event, but one of my coworkers, his wife hit me up and she said that her husband wanted some barbecue for his birthday on Friday. So tomorrow, excuse me, I'll be cooking. She wants 10 wings, 2 racks of beef ribs, and 3 or 4 pounds of brisket. And then on Saturday, one of my buddies hit me up and he wants 6 pounds of pulled pork.
Daddy,
Yes.
don't forget Uncle Jay.
Yes.
He's coming Sunday, so don't be preoccupied.
Okay.
That was it.
I am. All right. Okay. So I guess here's there's the real question. What are some things that you have to have in order to get cooks accomplished? Thyron says 250 pounds of pork loin, 60 slabs of ribs, 300 pounds of pork butt, 80 pounds of sausage. That's what's up. Cooked on the kettle with the slow and sear at 315 degrees, wrapped in foil. Then I thought bark was set, pulled when it was probe tender enough. All right, so first thing I can tell you is that 315 degrees for pork shoulder is a bit high. I do not cook, I try not to cook anything higher than about 250, 275 on the really high end. So 315, that's a bit high. So that could have contributed to why your pork shoulder was dried out. Also, if you're going to be cooking at that high of a temperature, you probably will want to wrap up sooner. That's what someone recommended. Wrap up your pork shoulder sooner. And that would be, my guess. Now, if you wrapped it in foil, then you should have been able to capture some of those juices from that pork shoulder. You should have pulled it and reintroduced that to help keep it hydrated with your pork when you were pulling it. Frio says, confession, never have I ever used lumps. Same reason as Dash with the Kingsford. Thinking of getting a couple bags of Royal Oak lump soon. So I don't have a problem with lump charcoal. It's just that people who sorry, taste tester number 1. What are you doing? Taste tester number 2 is cooking, and I don't know. Oh, did you use that sriracha salt? Yeah, I can. That's what it is. Freaking, I feel like I'm being maced right now. The lump charcoal, it burns hotter and faster. And if a lot of people who use Kingsford use lump charcoal, they immediately disavow. They're like, oh my gosh, this stuff is the worst because it burns differently than what they're used to. It's just different. You have to get used to that difference. KC says here in Houston, Costco doesn't sell liquor. All right. Thermometer to monitor grill and meat. Then a quick pen when done. All right. Speaking of tools that you need to use when cooking, I definitely agree about the thermometer. I have thermometers all over, and like I have, you can see there's a thermometer there. Oh, sorry. That's the one that I use sometimes out on the side of the house. I have other thermometers towards the back door. I have a meat thermometer, like an instant read thermometer, above my microwave that I don't really use because it's really slow. I have an instant read thermometer on the end of the island there, the thermal pen that I use in anything that I'm cooking in the kitchen and or on the side of the house. I have a dedicated thermal pen that stays out in the garage stays out in the garage. So yeah, I'm all about my thermometers, and those thermometers double as probes to be able to check the doneness, the tenderness of the meat. The one out in Clear Lake. All right. Carnitas on Sunday. Daniel says, yes, you do spray it with water or juice to keep it wet. Again, another thing I don't do any spritzing. But then again, I try to run water in almost all of my smokers. Grumpy says Kingsford has always been reliable and consistent for him. Yep. Mario says he threw the juices away. Never throw the juices away. That's why I always tell you to save your pasta water just in case you need some, some of that water for rehydration. Comrade. All right, hey, when you get that cheese out, don't put your hand in the cheese. Pour it, pour it out. It'll keep it from molding faster. Pork shoulder. Put the pork in the pan. Yep, I agree. Chopping and grilling is okay. I like royal oak, but lump burns fast. It does, Terry. It does. But you know what? That's just the nature of the beast. Thyrin, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Mike says Kingsford charcoal burns fast for me at times. That just if it's burning fast for you, that means it's probably just getting a little bit more air than you think. And sometimes you might have air in your cooker that's getting in, unbeknownst to you. So when you have it kind of shut down or turned off, you think it's going to be about this degree, or you think it's going to be about this, but there's more air getting into your cooker. Like I said, than you think. Justin says the only lump I can find is mesquite, which I only use some hot fast cooks. I'm not a fan of mesquite, so yeah. I did a pork shoulder last weekend for a party, and I used the meat stick. Love it, especially with the range. A lot better than my grill. I grill with range. Yeah, you know what's so funny? I cooked something today. I almost slipped and told you what it was. I cooked something today, and I needed that meter probe or that meat stick, and I really could have used it because I was using the rotisserie. So yeah, I really could have used it. It would have been helpful for me to have used it. Do you use any wireless thermometers? All of my thermometers are wireless. They are all wireless, between a transmitter and a receiver, or a receiver and a transmitter. I have a few Maverick thermometers around my house that I use. Actually, I think there's 3 or 4 of them that I use pretty regularly. And then I have a few instant read thermometers. Lump is the best for searing. Well, it just gets hotter. Love the stuff, but it burns hot and fast. I mean, our Oliver, Mr. and Mrs. Oliver, it just because the whole thing is a lot of people don't know Kingsford has the binding agents in Kingsford to make it a briquette and make that briquette stay together, are actually things to help slow their filler, and it helps to slow the cook down so that the charcoal lasts longer. Yeah, Tom Horseman, how you doing this evening? Thanks for checking in from the land of grills. One thing I try and always have on hand are cotton gloves and the nitro gloves. Yeah, dude, my supply of nitro gloves is all but almost run dry. When I would buy gloves, I would buy them 4 or 5 boxes at a time, and those boxes have run dry. I have 1 box of gloves out in my garage, 1 box of gloves left in my house, and I am getting very, very low. I've been checking Harbor Freight periodically. That's where I get my gloves from, and they are just starting to get gloves back in stock. And I am, like I said, critically low. I normally never I'm down to 2 boxes of gloves. Like 4 was typically as low as I would go, and then I would buy another 5 boxes or so. But yo, it's crazy. I'm thinking about going back to charcoal. Wood prices are going through the roof. Well, Byron, good luck. So tonight I'm alternating between the vodka and the mango and coffee. This is my coffee from this morning. I have a big thermos, and it's actually still pretty warm.
How come I was just listening into the conversation of
Taste lesson number 2.
and how come you say save your juices? Do you throw them back in or something?
Yes, sometimes. So the person that was asking, he asked a question about how his pork shoulder was a little dry. So what I said he could have done to help rehydrate the pork shoulder is taking the juices that came out of the pork shoulder, and you mix them back in with the pork shoulder.
Yeah.
And that's it. So when I do mine, I will usually I kind of take not a handful, but the juices that are left in the pan once I finish pulling the pork, I'll kind of cup my hands in it and put one at least into one handful or cupped hand into the meat, just to help with flavor and make sure it's hydrated. No problem, Tom. No problem. I hated to get the rest of Reheat today for an order. No one could tell it was made the day before. It was helped me out greatly. All right, so Barbecue 951 says, "Hey Dash, did your brisket reheat today for an order? No one could tell it was made the day before. It helped me out greatly. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm glad that I could help, and I'm going to be doing the same thing come tomorrow for an order for Friday. And actually, I'm not going to reheat it because I'm going to take it to work with me because my coworker's wife, as my buddy's wife, is going to be coming and picking it up, and then I can kind of have it separated in ways where she can heat it up if she so chooses." Kevin says, "Hey Dash, you know, AU Dash, how's things? Things are good. I'm mostly using almond wood. I have a free supply." Well, nothing wrong with that, Daniel. How's Judy? Who's Judy? "I just racked up a Harbor Freight 6 boxes," Rio says. Well, yo, you probably got small hands, man. I need the extra large. I can't find them. They sold out. I'll go to 2 different stores, and I'm due to go. I'll go tomorrow and I'll check first thing in the morning. Free supply Red Oak here in Florida. Conrad says, "Well, you need to go to a rub for consistency." You need a go-to rub for consistency, Drew says. Agreed. I do that. I have a go-to rub that I use, or a combination of rubs that I use. No gloves at Harbor Freight. I've been getting my 2XL gloves on Amazon, Justin says. Amazon too expensive, man. I can get a box of gloves from Harbor Freight for $5. Amazon, they are like $12 to $14 a box. I'm not paying that much. I use too many gloves. Royal Oak Chef Select is good, and Natural Briquette. All right. Large. All right, Frio says he's the large gloves. All right, can't find gloves either. Yeah, gloves are the one thing that I use a lot of. You guys see me use lots and lots of gloves in my videos. I use the same amount of gloves, if not more, when I'm cooking, even when I'm cooking just for my family. Like I said, I cooked something today, and those of you guys who are following me on Instagram, so if you're following me on Instagram, type I down below in the comments, and you guys saw, you know what? Type I, and we'll get to guessing as to what I cooked on the Weber kettle. Feels an extra large with the cotton underneath. All right, where you get the white gloves at? Also Harbor Freight, Mike. Florida has the best black oak blackjack. All right. Roll Tide, what's going on? That's crazy. My Harbor Freight has them stockpiled. Well, Frio, if you want to go ahead and get some and send them in my direction, I will gladly, compensate you for it. Because, dog, I can't get them. The shelf at the remember I did the video where I went into the brand new Harbor Freight? That one is the closest by my house. And, dude, they've been cleaned out for weeks. They're expensive at the Restaurant Depot, and there's a limit of 4. Yeah, well, my Restaurant Depot doesn't have the gloves that I like. You must get a deal with Harbor Freight. They've been running $16 here. Jeez. Yep, blackjack is a ticket. Just don't have any of my blackjack. I'll hit you on Instagram. What else is up for you? Craig says, and of course, I'm late. Well, it's better than not being here. Terry says he saw it on Instagram. He said, I get 10 boxes through Cisco. The thick black nitro for $119. See, I'm not trying to pay $19 or $11. I guess that's $11.99 per box, which is still a lot. I got a box from Harbor Freight last month. Went from $7 to $15 in SoCal. Yep, that's the thing. When I used to get them for $5, I think they're closer to $10 now per box, because they were like not giving them away, but they could get them so cheaply that they, now they're just not discounting them as much. Take a look at Northern Tool. I sure will. Google. Northern Tool. All right, thank you. I will definitely keep that tab open until I use gloves on YouTube most often. I use. I just impeccably clean hands. Mama never wore gloves, and she didn't kill any of her kids. Yeah, I hear you, but you know what? A lot of times, I wear gloves not necessarily for the food safety aspect. It's just for the aspect that I'm not having to wash my hands because I am. How often do I tell you to wash your hands? I'm a stickler for washing hands.
Come in from school, wash your hands. Come in from practice, wash your hands.
Coming from the yard, wash your hands. Come in from upstairs, wash your hands. I wash my hands a lot. And when I'm cooking, I would wash my hands in between almost every single step. So as opposed to me washing my hands after every single step, I use the gloves as a means of me not drying. My hands, I mean, they're not that bad. Like, you know, they're a bit dry. They're a bit dry. But I put lotion on my hands quite regularly. But the whole thing is I know that I don't want to wash my hands as much, so that's why I rely on gloves. All right, chopping and grilling with Casey says he saw it on Instagram. Man, that's good barbecue. Says I'm late too. Don't worry about it. Darian says I saw me on Instagram. Harbor Freight gouging because of the virus. A lot of people are because of it. Yeah, but see, that's the thing, Uncle Bull. I won't necessarily say that they're gouging. I think that it's more of a, hey, this was our normal price and we were discounting it. We're no longer offering a discount, which sucks because it has gotten way more expensive for, you know, quote unquote basic things, but they were discounting and selling the gloves at a lower price in an effort to get you to come in to buy other things. I mean, I get it. I do. You know, it's that car that's on sale for, you know, $1,000, but when you go into the dealership to try to find that $1,000 car, it's always, of course, been sold already. But now that you're here, you can buy this $15,000 car. Just like the Harbor Freight website, 5mm gloves are $14 a piece. Yeah, but I mean, you get the good, and they are offering. Did you notice that right before the pandemic, the 20% coupons really used to only come out around holidays? Now they are sending out the 20% coupons monthly and or every weekend or every other weekend. Greg says I work in healthcare. Gloves are the illusion of safety in cooking, but they will speed up everything. Gloves make money in time. Yeah, but again, so Greg, I'm not using the gloves. Again, I'm not using the gloves because of food safety. I'm using the gloves because I don't want to wash my hands as much, or I can't wash my hands as much. Even GFS went up on price. GFS? What's GFS? Last time I was there, $16 for 50. That's so Uncle Bull, that $16 for 50 is probably like the 9mm nitro gloves, the black ones. I used the 5mm nitro gloves, the blue ones, and they were regularly like $10 a box or $8 a box, and I used to get them for $5 or $6 a box. Did we talk about saving duck fat and canned jet? No, Chef, we have not. Chef Arel, here we go. But you know what I did do? I bought some more duck bacon yesterday. So I know you're gonna disagree with this, but I'm gonna have to say beer. Hey, I don't disagree with it, Lou. The whole thing is, if I'm cooking for other people, I don't want to fall asleep because I drank too much. It's not that I disagree, because I'll be dang if there are not times when I'm cooking for myself or, oh, Gordon Food Service. Thank you very much, Mike. Gordon Food Company, okay. Only 2 or 3. Well, Lou, if you can manage to only drink 2 or 3 beers, firstly, I applaud you. And secondly, good on you. Daniel says, do you stick to the same rub on every customer cook? Just about. Yes, I do. Frio says, did someone say beer? Beer? Frio's like the squirrel. Squirrel? Squirrel? The dog in Up where, you know, squirrel? Anytime you say beer, that's when Frio chimes in. All right, new game. Every now and again, somebody just type in beer, and we'll see how long it takes Frio to respond. Smoking Bears, what's going on, Lee? He says, hey, yo, Dash in the chat. He's getting ready for work. Thank you so very much, sir, for hanging out and listening in. Gotta stay hydrated. Sitting next to the hot pit all day, Grumpus. I agree. Only way I'm drinking 2 to 3 beers is if I only have 3 or 4. Oh man. Frio says almost instantly he will reply at the mention of beer. Terry says be back in a few. It's either sweet tea or water or Gatorade when I cook. All right, Mike. That's a lot of ors. He's like, it's either this or that or this or that or, yeah, anything liquid. Anything viscous. So why am I drinking coffee and liquor, right? Isn't that kind of counterproductive? Well, this morning, I tried to get some rest last night, and, all right, Uncle Bull Frio, thank you. I love it. I couldn't go to sleep. I was up at 3:30 this morning, like wide awake, and I'm like, yo, this is today. I work from home today because I had to go into work yesterday. So I work from home today, which meant that I could sleep in like an extra hour and a half. So as opposed to me having to get up at 4:15, 4:30, I was going to get up at like 5:45, right? No. This guy wakes up at 3:30 and is like, bing. So yeah, unfortunately, I'm trying to prevent that from happening. Oh man, this is so funny. Frio has got to pay attention to the chat now. I always use beer when I wrap my briskets. Really, Brian? That's interesting. I paid $21 for a box of 100 to Excel Black Natural on Amazon. I know it's high, but Harbor Freight didn't have any. I agree, Justin. Sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Frio's beer? Where? Look, Lou put up a freaking emoji. I love you guys. I really do. You guys are the best. All right, so what are some other things that you can't have or cannot be without when you are cooking? For me, a lot of times I use a good amount of foil, and I use a good amount of foil pans while I am cooking. Obviously, you guys have seen me wrap things up and put things in foil pans. And also for my service, I use the foil pans to deliver the food in for the most part. Firewood, Grumpus. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely firewood. I am out. I need to make another. Patience. Ooh, that's a good one, Darian. Yeah, it'll be done when it's done, and there's no rushing it for the most part. Foil pans for sure, Marcus says. Yes. What about some of the sides, Marcus? What are some of the things that you guys have to have, keep on hand? Well, if I know Marcus, he also has to have his seasonings. Marcus, like he's all on the Fiesta brand seasonings, and he goes through a lot of seasonings. He's like the KFC of barbecue. He's like 13,000 different seasonings, spices, and things like that he uses when he cooks. MTG says beer. Uh-oh. Bacon. Where did I get myself to? I have no thumbs. Yeah. Glider chair and a stool, Steve says. All right. Shoot, I'd rock myself to sleep. Brian says he'll be back. Bacon Bits commercial. It's bacon. Yes. All right. Frio says I recently got a tree guy to get me firewood. I got y'all know. Wait. I guess he's asking how do you store your firewood. So I have you have seen me hopefully you've seen how I stack the firewood in a driveway. So I have a fence that I stack the wood up against. I have 2 4x4s on the ground that are about 8 foot long. And what I do is I stack the wood on the 4x4s to keep them off of the ground. Excuse me. And the fence, I put them against the fence. Not a must, but nice weather is a plus. Yeah, Grumpus. Definitely. I thought about you guys. Some of you guys who were talking about the rain affecting your cooks. Last weekend I did a cook in the rain, and I'm in my garage, and it didn't affect me. I did also tell you about how I got the roof done in the garage, so now it doesn't leak. So yeah, Uncle Bull says yes. Shade. Alonzo says alcohol. Marcus says mustard. All right. I figured you said gotta ask. All right. Well, Dubai, I needed 5 to 7 liters of water when operating a smoker outdoors. Yeah, Chef Aurel, I use water a lot in my cooker, so I completely understand and agree. All right, so FC says apple juice in the ACV or apple cider vinegar. Gotta have the slaw and the beans, Jamie says. She's the bean queen. Just gonna leave that alone. I'm just gonna leave it alone. All right, Justin says apple juice. I'm a spritzer. I'm a spritzer. MTG says a spray bottle. All right. Eric, guys, don't apologize for being late, man. It's quite all right. I get it. Sorry I'm late. I just found you. You just found me. Well, thank you for being here. My sides are collards, greens, hillbilly baked beans, coleslaw, and cornbread. Don't ask me why I started to say it with a little bit of a twang. It just happened. Grumpus says stack your wood with the bark up so the rain will run off. You know what? Only thing I don't do, Grumpus, when I stack firewood or when I do stack firewood, I'll put the bark down on the bottom row, especially if it's touching the ground. Other than that, it doesn't make much difference for me. I just stack it how I stack it. Stack your wood with the bark up so the rain will run off. Grumpus says, I'm doing your 4x4 at the moment, Dash. Just trying to see if anyone is doing anything else. No problem. Joe says good music. Now that I can give you a pound for sure. Johnny, how you doing this evening? He says hello, Dash. I like built a custom shelf or something like that. No, so a friend of mine, I helped him get some wood last weekend, 2 weekends ago, 2 Fridays ago, and what he did was he went on Amazon and he found this like metal bracket that used a 2x4. And you ran the 2x4 the lengthwise, and then you ran it so it had a provision. It was like I said, it was like an L bracket, and it held the 2x4s to span the distance as well as the 2x4s for the upright portion, and you could make it any size you wanted. So you could make it fit any space and then stack your wood in it. And he is using it underneath of a deck. His deck is probably 8 to 10 foot wide, but he only has about 2.5, where he's got at the highest is 3 foot underneath his deck. So he's stacking the wood in there, and we got him a full cord. Justin says a friend and dominoes or cards. All right. Alonzo says, what do you do about the pests? What do you do about pests in your woods? Only pests that I really have to deal with are the deer, mice. I've had more issues with mice. Well, not more, but I've had an issue. We had a mouse or two that was in the house about a month or two ago, and we, called the exterminator, and it was just a matter of the seasons changing, and they run from the woods. I've never really had issues with mice, like getting in the smokers. Only other issue I've had with pests, more or less, is some ants in the wood pile every now and again, and my answer to that is they burn. That's it. Drew says you need to have a cooker. Yeah, that's pretty important. I'm talking about to drink 5 or 6 liters of water. Holy cow, 135 degrees, 100% humidity while standing in front of a 250 degree smoker. All right, Chef Aurel. Now that makes a lot more sense. Music as well for me. That's a must for longer cooks that I'm awake for. That's what's up for you. KB says, howdy, everybody. Yeah, they burn up. Just getting home, Mike says. What's up, smokers? Darn it, I have to get a beer now. I have one, I won't say one beer, but I have one beer that's cold, or should be cold about now, in the refrigerator. Marcus says, music for sure. Freaking carpenter bees are no joke for your wood piles. Oh, jeez. I'm not even trying to hear or have nothing. No, I don't want no parts of that. Those brackets are great. I just bought 2 pair of them. Nice. Now you got a reason to get a grill gun. Ooh. Grumpus, I used my grill gun today. Snakes down here, Marcus says. She's. Yeah. The fly swatter is on, and it does work when it's sitting there like that. It every now and again. Yo. And that's why it sits there just like that. Uh-oh. I turned my tripod off the. Sorry. Let's see. Good beverage, adult or not. I get it, Drew. You gotta have a lighter. Yep. Chef Aurel says, here, Grumpus. Yeah, that grill gun definitely will come in handy for that. Getting rid of some carpenter bees. Gotta check that out. Yeah, so I posted a link about it, and there actually should be a link in the description for the fly swatter. Ricer posted a video of him using this fly swatter, and he was tearing the flies up in the middle, of his video. He just like stopped paying attention to talking in the video when he was murking the flies, and I was like, I found it on Amazon, bought it that day. So his video went up on like Monday. I bought it on Monday, and it was delivered on Wednesday, just before the live stream. And I'm like, yo, this thing here is the greatest thing ever. I don't know what happened this year, but we've had way more flies I've seen way more flies this year than I have in a few years. And I was like, you know what? Nope. Fly swatter. It's a must. And it works. My barbecue shack is now all set. That's what's up, Patricia. Got a good coffee machine and my new margarita mixer. I'm ready for barbecue season down here in Florida. Well, yeah. Marcus is another one that got one. He picked one up after we were talking about it on the live stream. He said it works. I can either confirm or deny that he was hunting flies a day or so after he got his fly swatter. I mean, beer in hand, fly swatter in the other. Why not? Sitting outside. Eric says, Burns-O-Matic, best lighter ever made. I like it too. Use newspaper to fight the fire, to get going in the chimney. Use newspaper to help a fire get going in the chimney. So, Mike, I tell you, now that I think about it, I have like 4 charcoal chimneys sitting in the garage. I had this grandiose experiment in my mind, and I bought these cheap chimneys. And the charcoal chimney that I have on the side of my house actually died because the handle fell off, and I just haven't gone out and gotten another one to use. Just keep it away from your significant other. Yeah. I've gotten spoiled and can't barbecue without my ThermoWorks time stack. So that's one that I need to get, the multiple thermometers. The problem I have is I don't know whether or not I can use it in the garages because my garages are so far away from my house. I don't know if it's Bluetooth or if it's wireless. Either way, if it's wireless, it might be able to get catch a signal, but I'm not sure. Brought a fly trap over the summer. You fill it with water, hang it up, and I hold 4,000 flies in a bag. And I'll tell you, it's cracked to them. I guess they love it. Shoot, I don't know. Steve says you can't beat a salt gun with a salt gun. So the reason I don't have the salt gun is because if I were using it outside, then it wouldn't be a problem. But because I'm using it inside, I don't really want salt everywhere. All right, I feel like Ricer. I'm getting ready to go pee because I've been drinking between the liquids, the fluids, all afternoon. Usually I don't start until later in the day. And now I gotta pee because I broke the seal a little earlier. So I'll be right back. Fly bag is no joke. Neither is a 4-channel stopwatch. All right. Got it on Amazon. Hey, I'll be right back. Guess who's Bazak? All right. So I figured if I was up, I was going to get a drink too. So shout out to Marcus. And damn it, I just sat down, so I'm not getting it cozy. I guess I'm just going to have to drink this pretty quickly. All right. Inkbird Wi-Fi for my birthday. You can be anywhere. All right. Intermission. Never understood the hanging the Ziploc bag full of water. So, Marcus, from the few times I've been to Texas and have seen bags of water, the whole thing is the way when flies fly near them, they see themselves, and because of the water is a magnifying apparatus, they see themselves and are afraid or scared away from their reflection. Where's the cheapest place to buy charcoal in bulk? Wherever you can find it on sale, to be completely honest, and it'll sell it to you in bulk. There have not been many charcoal deals this year. I want that Wi-Fi Inkbird. It looks good. Huh. Mike says, I told my wife I want the Inkbird for my birthday. Everyone go grab a beverage. Grandpa says, super! We need the bathroom music. I probably could find some polka. Let's see. No copyright. No copyright music. No copyright polka. Royalty free polka. Oh, let's see. Now you're gonna make me want to go pee again just so I can play that while I go pee. Why isn't the Laker game on? I'm not a real big basketball fan. I like Inkbird. What's up, Mario? He says, hey, y'all. What's up, y'all? Patricia said, I found some Bush-like Crocs. Ugh, why? Let's start it. BZ, what's going on? Tonight we're talking about must-haves when cooking. That's golden. That is not. That's. Well, so the whole thing, Patricia, if you don't know who Ricer is from Dead Brook Barbecue of Wisconsin. So when he does his live streams on Sunday nights, when he goes and takes a pee break, he puts on a pee break polka. So that is kind of the, I won't say inside joke, but yeah, that is the joke. Now, that is not the song that he uses. Excuse me, but yeah. They'll be priceless one day. Sure. Mario says, just got a Royal Gourmet offset. All right, well, congratulations. Good meat you have. Definitely, Drew. Is good meat is a have to have. What's up for the Cowboys versus Eagles game, man? There's gonna be a winner and there's gonna be a loser. That's about it. I don't. Nope. You're not gonna catch me out there. I'm an Eagles fan, which means I'm a realist, and the way the Eagles been playing, I mean, they have 2 losses and a tie. Really? And one of those losses was to a team that doesn't even have a name. Like, for real? Well, Brian, what's your son's name? I'll say hi to him. Yeah, Drew, we're not going to talk about it. We're just not going to talk about it. Not going to do it. Anyway, hopefully you guys are all doing well. But yeah, so what are some more of your must-haves? Obviously, when cooking, you need good meat, you need fuel, you need something to cook your food in. You need time. How about that? Let's say time. You need to have enough time to be able to cook the food that you have. BC says the Lakers game is on ABC for those who are looking for it. It's easy enough to make your own charcoal. Just need an old barrel, some tubing, and campfire. Little tip: don't use line or black walnut. All right. See, it's easy for some of you guys to do things like make your own charcoal, depending on where you are, because of the fact that I am in Baltimore City. I can't have an open fire like that. Like people call the fire department on me now when I light my grills and smokers. So yeah, Mike says we're not doing any better. Meat, beer, time, yeah. BZ says must have tongs. All right. All right. Whew. Bubba says what's up, everybody? Fire starters, Mario. Dig it, dig it. Oh yeah, pine. Definitely don't use pine. Chafing dishes or aluminum pans. We talked about that earlier. Definitely the aluminum pans. Need plenty of beer while cooking, Bubba K says. So, as Lou says, I disagree with that. And the reason why I disagree with that is typically I'm cooking for customers, and the last thing I want to do is fall asleep while I'm doing a customer cook. I've done it. And when you have to be somewhere at a certain time and you fall asleep for an hour or two and your fire goes out, woo, woo, woo. Yeah, not a good look. You gotta start your fire and then catch your cook back up. Mario says good gloves. We talked about gloves kind of ad nauseum because I was talking about how I can't find the gloves recently at Harbor Freight, which is where I usually get my gloves from. John from 4J's Barbecue. How you doing this evening? Need to know your temp targets or your target temps rather, Drew says. Yes, if you're cooking to a specific temperature, definitely, and or you want your cooking apparatus to be at a certain temperature, definitely. Airflow, you need airflow, Justin says. Terry from Matwood says aluminum foil. Yes. Grumpus, I like the way you think. Grumpus says may not be a must, but everyone here should have their cameras on record. Brian says I gotta have a sprayer for the meats. I like to have a wide variety of rubs. All right, Patricia. Never thought about Harbor Freight for gloves. Which ones are you talking about? I use the 5mm blue nitro gloves. The blue nitro gloves that you see me using. But those are the ones I get from Harbor Freight. At least I used to get from Harbor Freight. They seem to have, one, gone up in the price, and two, gone down in the supply. So they have a little note on the shelves where the gloves are in my Harbor Freight, and they said that they pulled all of the Stockholm gloves and donated them to the healthcare industry, which was noble, right? But they said they are now just starting to receive their supply of gloves back into the stores. So unfortunately, it's going to take a little while for them to get them. Darian says a must-have is a nice table like you have with Charlotte. Nice. An expensive thermopen, Mario says. I'm telling you, that $100 thermometer is the bee's knees. It is so awesome. I can poke the meat and get the temperature in any direction I hold that thing. It auto turns on. The light, the backlit screen. Great. Hey, taste test number 2.
Yeah.
It's 10 o'clock on a school night.
Yes.
What does that mean?
This sounds like that.
Exactly. Come on now. Gotta have Cambros to keep food warm. Definitely agree there. Water pans, Mario says. I recorded a cook, but yet I'm thinking about it because Mike says I have yet to record a cook. Thinking about it because of Dash. Well, dude, man, just record it. Do it.
This was good, but I got full.
Put it in the bag so you can have it. Take it tomorrow or warm it up in the morning.
That's a good idea.
I'm back. Had pizza guy show up. That's what's up. Harbor Freight has plenty of mediums, but nothing for us big guys who need extra large. Yeah, no. Mr. Richard, how you doing? He's checking in from the other side of town. Got a knockoff thermal pro version. Hey Mario, look, as long as it works. Patricia and Nicole is running rampant in the Midwest and Wisconsin, so I don't see our gloves hanging around for long. Maybe we should all stock up now, being they are on the shelves. Well, if you got them, smoke them if you got them, because I can't get gloves right now. Check Granger. You know there's a Granger across the street from my job. I might have to. But the whole thing is Harbor Freight. I could get 100 gloves for $5 or $6. I'm not trying to spend $20 a box for 100 gloves. Yummy, yummy, yummy. That was just a straight mango. I'm gonna have to get some water. I think I need to get some water soon. Oh, you gonna do it for me?
Well, I was like, do you want it in here?
That works, please.
I was like, I remember I was telling you about this, how it's at the corner store.
Yeah, but you just put water on top of it. What are you acting funny about?
It smells weird.
Like mango.
Yeah, it smells like mango, but then it hits like, it's like mango then spice. Mango then spice.
That boy crazy. That boy weird. Spray spritz bottles are a must, Ricardo says. Did they make any thermometers for use in rotisseries? Yeah, so you get there's not even full. Can you fill that up for me too, please? Thank you. There's a thermometer called the meat stick or meat pen, and it is completely wireless. Because the majority of the probes that I have a wire attached to a device, and then that device connects to another device wirelessly. But the meat stick is the best thing that I found or seen for using a rotisserie because there's no wire. Shaping pans, but I don't like is that if the pans are heavy, they start to bend. And flimsy when you're serving from them. So BZ, the only thing I found to ever help with that is either doubling up the pans or just being very, very careful. Get my gloves from Costco. A case around $30. Costco has gloves? Huh. Thank you.
It's not cold.
That's alright. Justin says, I record all my cooks, but have yet to edit or post them. That's another thing too. Getting up the confidence to post them. Not even the, whatever it takes to edit them. It's the posting them. So you're looking for extra large gloves for around $5. Yes. 5 mil extra large gloves. Nitro gloves. I'm squinting because I'm looking at the gloves. Hold on. These are the gloves that I get and I use, and there's probably not even a dozen of these left in this box. So I would get these from Harbor Freight, and I would get them when they were on sale for $5 or $6 a box. And I can't find them now. Extra large nitro gloves. I need patience. Yes, indeed, you need patience for cooks. Grumpus, does anyone know about the meat stick versus meter? So I actually bought I think I bought the meat stick by mistake when I wanted the meter, and the problem with the meat stick was the range. Like, the meter has way better range than the meter does. Same does too. They come in 2 packs for 14 bucks. Hold on. Are these the gloves you're talking about, Patricia? If these are the gloves you're talking about, because Members Mark is Sam's, they suck. They really do. My hands are too big for these gloves, and I'm going to demonstrate. I'm going to pull one of these gloves out. And we have one of these gloves. Now, my hands are dry, which is good, but yeah, there you go. You can see they don't fit my hands very well. It takes nothing for me to bust through one of these gloves. Now, excuse me, light duty stuff, I'm okay wearing these gloves, but there you go. You can see it there better. They don't fit my hands. And I can try to squeeze them down, and as soon as I try to give it a good tug, yeah, that's what happens. And I didn't even pull that hard. I was not exaggerating or doing anything crazy. Those gloves don't work very well for me. My wife, my kids, they work better for them. But this is the extra large 5mm nitro gloves from from Harbor Freight. They have been my best bet when it comes to gloves. Maria, we are doing just fine. How are you doing out there on the West Coast? Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that. Last one for the shaving pants. As far as presentation goes, you have a solution for making them look presentable. A lot of customers won't buy if your presentation doesn't look right. So, I mean, you see me put stuff in pans. How I put stuff in pans is, I mean, when you see me slice up the video I did for the catered event, I broke it down into 3 parts. The first part was me fixing the smoker and getting it started. The second part was a cook, and then the third part was like the end stuff. How you saw it in the pan is how I serve it. Same thing. The video that is gonna go up on Thursday is me slicing up some briskets. My uncle came down to my house. My uncle Calvin, he ordered 2 briskets. Well, he ordered a brisket, and his neighbor ordered a brisket. And I sliced up the briskets when he got here because I was trying to wait and let them cool. And I said, hey, you know what? Here's a reason for me to hang out with my uncle for a couple minutes. I'm not gonna slice up the briskets till you get here. So he came in the house, and I sliced up the briskets in real time. I did this video, and we were cutting up the entire video, and he was asking questions and things like that. And I don't think I did any sort of like B-roll pan over the pan. I'm not trying to be funny there, no pun intended. But you see how I put the meat in the pans. So, and that's it. Like, that is the presentation. I'm not going to like put some frilly celery or, some lettuce around it or something. Like, nah, man, I don't need that. If you want to have people eating with their eyes, and what you do is you tell them to hold out the hand and you drop a piece of meat in it, and that should change all doubt as to whether or not they want to eat it. If it looks pretty, man, forget that. Put it in their mouth, and if it's good enough, the food will speak for itself. I got the BBQ thermometer from Amazon for under $9. I'm very happy with it. AutoZone had some. All right, I'll keep that in mind too. Amazon and Granger are around $25 for a box of 100. Jeez, no, thank you. Oh, those aren't what I have. Meat stick comes with an extender, modified to get range. One size definitely don't fit all. No, sir. Yeah, those are too small. Exactly. It is about to bust out. I'm lazy. I have rice cooking in a rice cooker and chicken drumsticks with the tikka masala canned sauce in a pressure cooker. About to throw the naan in the oven. Well, geez, you're doing way better than me. Wood from a plum tree. I have, Mike. Actually, I used to have a plum tree in the yard. When we first moved to this house, there was a plum tree in the yard. Ask taste tester number 2. He used to eat the plums whole. All right, he doesn't really remember it very much aside from what we've told him as a kid. But we used to go out there and we probably could pluck a dozen plums off the tree, and it would be like I would hold him and he would pluck a plum and he would eat the plum, and then I'm looking for the seed and I'm like, "Where's the seed?" And he's like, "What seed?" And he's eating the whole damn thing, and it was a running joke for a while between my wife and I that taste tester number 2 like was gonna have a plum tree growing in his belly. But we had a plum tree. The plum tree died, and when it died, I cut it up into pieces, and I had some of the plum wood sitting on the side of the house, and I would use it in cooking. I didn't notice any discernible difference between using like the plum tree or apple wood. Robo says thanks for the chat. I always get something good from them. That's what's up. I watched, and that sounds. Oh, Mike said I watched that, and it sounds. And what he said about chewing was funny. Okay, all right, Mike, you're Mike C. Ha ha. All right, Mike, you're one of the patrons. Okay, see, I love how this comes full circle. Mike, you gotta let me know that you watched it, man. Just comment on the Patreon, or comment on the video. Sometimes I feel like I'm preaching to the choir and nobody's listening. But thank you, Mike, man. I really appreciate that. Same, me, I have a barbecue stand. Plum wood on ribs. All right. Hey, yo, Zach. How you doing? Gotta run. Hey, thank you very much, Maria, for checking in. Left you a thumbs up. Night chat, friends. Cordell, how you doing this evening? Holy cow. Almost 49 likes. Almost 50 likes on the live stream this evening. Tonight is a good night. All right, guys. So we have passed the first hour. The first hour, I like to talk about the topic at hand. The second hour, we can kind of shoot the breeze and talk about anything. So I've been trying to get my fluids in. My wife has been drinking. She's upped the ante and started trying to drink a gallon of water a day. So I'm trying to catch up with her a little bit. Drink some. So I'm trying to drink a little bit more, a lot more fluids. And also drinking a lot of the alcohol and the juice and the sugar. Not necessarily good for me, so I'm trying to drink as much water as I am anything else if I'm going to drink it. Hey, Maria, thank you very much again for hanging out. Best thing for barbecue is people to feed and hear lip smacking. Yeah, true. Zach says, let's talk about changing the fuel filter on a Volkswagen. Well, more specifically on a Volkswagen Passat. And so the first thing you do and then the next thing you should do Zach, man, you're not gonna let me forget that, huh? That's all right. It's all right. And you know the bad thing is because of the fact that I haven't been driving my car nearly as much, I haven't had to change the filters yet. I changed the fuel filter on that car every 20,000 miles. 20,000 miles for me used to be about 10 months. But now, not anymore. Zach says, not a chance, brother. Hey, come on. Oh, man, I thought I was safe. He says, not a chance. Oh, man, that's too funny. Never gonna let me live that down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not worried. All right. Oh gosh, I'm full. I'm so full. I'm trying to, like I said, one cup of liquor, 1 cup of water. Ever gonna do any more steak comps? Zach. You know, it's funny. There have been a few of the state competitions around me, especially the one that I went to, but I didn't do it this year. I would love to do more state competitions, but not this year, not in this time. I'm trying to just chill. Excuse me, limit my exposure to different folks, and you know, I've been around my friends who I know have not been sick. But other than that, I've been chilling, man. Just trying to chill in the house. Marcus says my ratios are way off. No, sir. I'm trying to do better, Marcus. Trying to do better. I've had coffee. I still have a good deal of coffee in here. Like my dollar coffee from this morning, I feel like I need to finish it. Just the principle of the fact that, I mean, I buy coffee. I have a half-gallon thermos, and I'll fill it up, and it costs me $1.06 to fill up this thermos of coffee. And now it's cool enough where I can drink hot coffee. Yes, please. So I take it from my half-gallon thermos, and then I fill up this. This is I think it's a 20-ounce cup. It doesn't say on the bottom. I think it's 20 ounces though. Dishwasher. Microwave. Yeah. No, I think it's 20 ounces. But I fill this up like 2.5, almost 3 times a day. And that big thermos keeps my coffee warm all day long. Usually, I'm finished with my coffee. If I get my coffee and I'm sitting at my desk drinking my coffee from about 6 o'clock in the morning, usually around lunchtime I'm done with the coffee. Excuse me. Yeah. 6.7 liter cold side intercooler pipe. Man. I have not used the Blackstone. No, actually, I am still using it. I have a video coming out with Taste Tester number 2. I think I'm gonna post that video. I haven't like looked at the film to see if I like it enough or not yet. But I will be. We did cook some pancakes, and I tell you, I've been filming a lot lately, and because I've been filming, I have been able to kind of get ahead on my videos, and I like to be 2 weeks ahead on videos. So videos like a video that I'm filming this weekend won't air for another week or 2 weeks because I have that much stuff kind of in the pipeline to be uploaded. There's some weekends where I can shoot 2 or 3 videos, and then that helps to get me out ahead. So the video that's going out on Thursday was actually the same weekend that I did the video for the wedding reception. If it wasn't the same, no, it wasn't the same weekend. It was just after. So it was the, he came down here. I think it was the Wednesday or the Thursday after that wedding. But that weekend of the wedding, I filmed the wedding video, but I ended up breaking them into 3. Excuse me. And then that brisket video was actually filmed the Saturday after the Friday night wedding reception. And then the cook that I did on Sunday in that weekend, I don't think that I filmed that one. But like I said, I have a few videos in the can, in the queue coming up. This is the same garlic parm crusted chicken breast the other day. Nice. How did it turn out? Garlic parm crusted chicken breast. Sounds pretty good. Hey, we're great, Zach says. Shoot. Man. Over 50 making a drink. Well, go right ahead. Make yourself another one. I'm trying not to do a whole bunch of liquor tonight. I'm like because I know that I've been up since 3:30 this morning. Like, if I drink too much, I'm gonna be sitting here like, I'll be asleep. I'll be knocked out. Like what? A week ago, 2 weeks ago. You shred parm in with the breading. Oh, okay, that makes a lot of sense. We're not gonna talk about it. We're not gonna talk about it. Frio, you still around? Cause I sure could use a beer. The one that I had, it's empty. Anyway, Amazon has 24-pack gloves. What 24-pack of gloves though? Like the cotton gloves? Now you got me looking on Amazon. There we go. Oh, I guess the cotton ones. Brown jersey gloves. You said $21. Oh, $11. I see 20. I see $15 for the 24-pack. ABC. I still see 24-pack string knit washable gloves. Oh, I see $8.99 with free shipping. I might have to pick some of these up. I drank Old English tonight for the first time in 25 years. Felt like I was 18 in high school again, Carlos said. Man. Send a virtual beer to Dash. Thank you, Drew. I appreciate that. I want to tackle my first brisket. Do you recommend hot and fast or low and slow? I recommend low and slow. You can recover from low and slow better than you can hot and fast. Been thinking about putting out a video. Well, Terry, what's going on? Hey, Lou. Thank you, sir. OE. Billy D. Williams will be proud. Yeah, Grumpus agrees with me. I said there's more room for error, and here's Grumpus backing me up. He says low and slow is more forgiving. Yeah, Mimi. He went way back. Some of these folks on this chat aren't even old enough to know what OE is. Camera shy. Man, you better get over that. Can't be on YouTube. And, well, then again, there are some folks, but Tom is funny. So Tom has been on video in the 6 months or so that I've been watching Tom's videos, maybe a little bit longer. Actually, shoot, it's been a little bit longer, probably been closer to a year now. I think about it. I've seen Tom actually on video half a dozen times, if that. And he puts out a video at least once, sometimes twice a week. You see Tom's hands, and you see Tom like this way, and you know, as he's talking. But yeah, Marcus says I tried some a year ago, but it was in a plastic bottle. Ooh, Coke 45 every time. Low and slow is where the flavor is. Don't leave out King Cobra. I don't think I've ever drank that. I missed my comment. Anyone ever do red wine braised beef short ribs on a grill? So, Mimi, sorry, I did miss your comment. I know that I talked to John Greneau. John, you've seen and heard John Greneau's name in the chat. He does red wine braised ribs, short ribs, and he seems to like them. I don't add liquid to meats when I'm cooking them. I don't want to slow down my cook, and I talked about that in the brisket video. Brined. All right, nice. I thought you were talking about braising them in the red wine. But no, I've never done brine beef ribs. But lime and orange, all right. Wine. Hammershine, let's talk suburban barbecue. Yeah. I'm gonna just sip my water on that one. Out on the grill, Mimi said he's done in a crock pot. Well, way back, I should have been jamming Dr. Jay-Z Chronic. It would have been, it would have been over. Yeah, shoot. Man, you know what? I am going to, let's see. Look at these gloves. We're gonna buy these gloves. Because I don't know when I'm gonna be able to get some more from Harbor Freight. So I'm gonna buy some. Alright, they'll be here on Monday. Hey, I got me looking at gloves on friggin' Halloween costume, black working gloves, lightweight, blah blah blah. They don't look too bad. Doing housework. 24 pairs, this is $20 for these gloves. Did I see Alton come in here? Yeah. Everyone talking like they got something to say. Scums got something to move lips. Jump at gibberish. They forgot about Dre. Lakers up at the half. Ahem. Hey, yo. Smoking goodness. How you doing? What's up, Alton? Stop. Gotta restart YouTube. Oh, no. Sous vide brisket. No. Where did I find gloves? So Drew, I've had gloves for quite a while. I am down to my last 2 boxes of gloves, and we were talking about them because I'm in dire need to get some more gloves. Yeah, dropped in for a second while the game was at the half. Well, that's what's up. Hey, Steven, how you doing? Don't apologize for being late. Fatherly duties, helping Jacqueline with some artwork. Well, that's what's up. Shoot. Man, nothing wrong with that. Alright, so I want some, let's look up 5mm NITRL natural gloves. On Amazon, holy, look, they are selling the Harbor Freight gloves, or someone is selling them for $20 a box. They are Hardy brand gloves. They are $20 a box. And this says medium. I don't want a medium. Now I'm going to look at the price history. Oh. Yeah. $19.50. Jeez. I can't do medium. I need extra large. Nitro 2.5mm. No way. That'll pop too easily. Exam gloves. No. Yeah. The gloves are too daggone expensive. Size large. Yeah. Can't do that. I have to get off Amazon. Yeah, Mike, me too. I've already bought stuff. GloveWorks 5mm extra large 100 $21. Large, no. I mean, it's good. I'm glad I'm able to get them if I have to. But dude, $21 for a box one? That's $21 a glove. That's 50 cents every time I put gloves on both my hands, darn near. I can't afford that. Jeez. And they're all like that. Anyway, 6 mil extra. Well, this is pack of 100, 5 boxes. That's like $20-something a box too. All right. Anyway, back to you guys. It's our Drell. How you doing this evening? Yeah, that's what's up on the store. It was a 3 mil. Go for like $14. No, man. I was getting 5 mil gloves for $5 and $6. I want the meter thermometers. Yeah, me too. Back to the bubble. Let's go, Lakers. Say 42 at Amazon. Jeez. Canned peaches where you are. I actually have a can of peaches. I believe it's a can of peaches. At least one, like a number 10 can of peaches in my basement that I got right before or right after the pandemic started. We have a one of Taste Session number 2's classmates has a hookup. Or her mom has a hookup. And she gave us a bunch of cans, dude. It's like literally the week before everything got shut down. Zarchel says looking for a pallet of Kingsford. Jeez. Oh man. You can come get a pallet from me. That's box I got from Ace Hardware, 6 mil box, $22. Yowza. Yowza. That is, whew, that's a lot of money. Goodness gracious. And it wouldn't be so bad, you know, if I could still find the gloves, but obviously everything going on, people using gloves a lot more than they were. That being said, man, still. I'm making Arabian shish kebab tonight and rice pudding. Webcam. How you doing this evening? Webcam CEO. You know what? I'm going to use this ice and I'm going to pour my coffee over it. It's about time for some iced coffee. I am feeling like I'm fading. Oh, goodness. It's been a long day for me, guys. And I tried to relax and take a nap. I was like, oh, man, I'm feeling kind of tired. And every time I almost close my eyes, I get a phone call or my phone goes off. Oh, that's what's up. Mike, I appreciate that. Definitely. Large or extra large, preferably extra large. Very appreciative, sir. And I'm glad I made that connection. So Mike C is you, right? I do, you know, I'm glad I'm able to put patrons to followers, and dude, I am so very appreciative of the support that you give me and my channel. It really, really does make a difference. It really does. And I'm putting these videos out for you guys. For you. So that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm stoked. Let's see here. Catch up to the comments. What is on your kebabs? My kebabs? So Rich from Our New Barbecue, he did some kebabs not too long ago, and I was like, man, I wish kebabs weren't so much work. I would do them way more often, but I don't cook kebabs very often. Rose says I'm cheap. I'm contemplating ditching on the gloves and wrapping hands and cling wrap until the price comes down. Man. All right, let's see. Eric says, I'm cooking a butterfly leg of lamb on a Weber with a rotisserie attachment this weekend. Any tips that you haven't posted already? Be patient. Check that lamb often to make sure. So I've been watching a YouTuber by the name of Adam Ragusa. And he's one of these guys where he talks about something and I'm like, you know what? That's an actual pretty good idea. So he talks about, you know how we say all the time, if you're looking, you ain't cooking. He talks about cooking things and flipping them more often, which totally goes against what almost everyone ever always tells you. And the reason he has in telling you to flip it more often is because if you flip it, as opposed to you letting it go for 5 or 6 minutes, you flip it after a minute and a half or 2 minutes. Then when and or if it starts to burn or you start to run into trouble, you'll see it and you'll catch it ahead of time before you burn it and it's too far gone. So for me, and for what I would tell you, my advice to you if you're cooking a leg of lamb on a rotisserie is to check it every half an hour, half an hour, 45 minutes for the right color, to make sure nothing is being burnt up. There's no like pieces that are flopping off. I've had chickens that I've done on a rotisserie and I've tied them up, but then the legs have come untied or the wings have come untied and like the wing is flapping off. And had I not checked the chicken, it would have burnt up because of the fact that it's flopping off and around. And I was able to tie it back down or pin the wing back or tie the legs back up. So my advice would be to check your food often or more often than you think you would. Like I said, today I did something on the Weber kettle with the rotisserie, and I tell you guys in the video I checked it after an hour, but I looked at it in a half an hour. I just didn't report. I kind of was like, oh, bloop, okay, all right, still doing okay. Put the lid back on, went back in the house, and then I did, the video. I checked on it at the hour mark, at the hour and a half mark, at the 2 hour mark, and then at the 2.5 hour mark. So every half an hour I was checking on it. Harbor Freight website, you can order the gloves. Steve, last time I tried to order the gloves off of Harbor Freight's website, they said it was an in-store only. That means Chinese, you can't get anything from them. Excuse me. Yeah, Mario, I agree. In-store only. What's this? Nice to fill my block too. Nice. I was at a Harbor Freight store about a week ago or so ago, and a box of gloves, a large size, were priced normally. Yeah, I know, not on sale. Rice pudding in over 37 years. Jeez. Compass snaps I've ever owned. Don't mind. I have 2 empty slots in my block. Alright. Well, there are wood stuff knives on Amazon, I do believe. I agree. What camera and editing software do I use? So Justin, you are in luck because I'm using my phone, so I can show you my camera. Usually I can't show you my camera. I use this. This is a Sony. This is a RX100. This is a Mark 7. So the reason I use it is because it has this flip up screen. So here, you guys can see yourselves in the reflection. I tell you, I use my cell phone. So this is how I do it. I'm touching the screen. There's my thumb. And I'm touching the screen so I can move and scroll through the comments and pause the comments when I need to. I'm getting close to my camera and it smells like smoke. That's crazy. It really does smell like charcoal. Oh man, I'm sorry, poor camera. But I like this camera. I'm starting to really get into the finite details of it. But this is my main camera right now. This is the Sony RX100 Mark 7. Then my backup camera, my B-roll camera, well, it's not even B-roll, but my second camera is this. This is a Sony DSC HX99. I do list the camera equipment in the video description down below. Now this is my main camera that I was using for a good, actually it's been a year and a half. Actually, I think it's been 2 years since I've had and used this camera. This is the RX100, and turning them on their side, they're very, 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 very similar as far as footprint. This one is thinner than this one is, but this one has a little bit better zoom, some other additional features. But one of the things I really like about them is the flip up screen. Love the flip up screen because when I'm looking at if I'm looking here, it doesn't look like I'm not looking here when the line of sight on this camera is while filming is great. And the editing software I use Corel Video Studio. I'm using the 2020 version. I wish I could afford to join the Woodstuff Club. Hey, Steven reminded everyone, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button. I'd appreciate it. And a fillet knife and use it to trim meat. Let's check the time. Just joining the live. Well, Victor, that's what's up. Thank you, sir. So how about I forgot that I put coffee in here and I was like, that's not water. Yeah, no, it's not. No problem, Eric. Good luck. Large fillet knife is one. Ooh, Santoku. Nakiri. You guys are talking about knives, and I don't even know what y'all talking about. Asian ones are sharpened to 10 degrees as opposed to 15. I do know. I think it's like 10, 15, and 17 degrees. Most knives are sharpened to, or 15 and 20 degrees. Anyway. Thank you, Steven. I really do appreciate it. Definitely do appreciate it. All right, so what else do you guys have going on before I start falling asleep? I think we're gonna give this one another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna go because I can feel myself starting to fizzle away. Where's your cover time in half, as Zach says. I mean, I won't say my knives are pretty sharp, but I get my knives sharpened pretty regularly, and I don't have much problem with them so far. So, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but, so about that garden video. So I filmed the video on Sunday, and I had intentions earlier today of editing it. I just didn't. I started editing the video, and I was like, I don't want to put up the garden video on Wednesday. So I'm gonna put up the garden video on Friday. It will be up on Friday. I'll edit it tomorrow, and it'll be up on Friday. The video that is going up tomorrow is the video where my uncle is at my house, and he and I trim up 2 briskets while he's here. And I mean, Mike will tell you, Mike has seen the video. It's comedy gold. At least to me, it's comedy gold, because, you know, I tell you guys, I film a lot of the interactions and the things that I do with my family, not because I want to show off, but because I want to have these memories. And yeah, this was a very memorable time, me cutting up this brisket with my uncle, and I'm glad to say that I was able to do it. All right, let's see. Yeah, dash crashes. Drew, that is so very appropriately named. Oh my gosh, yeah. There are times when I just crash. There was reduce your cover time in half, which is a grind knives take a bit of getting used to. All right. So about that garden video, Grumpus says, yeah, my phone is dying, so I'm going to call it a night. Thanks for the information and entertainment. No problem. Hey, we all family. I just ain't met y'all yet. Yeah, Grumpus, definitely. Making good Arabian shish kebab tomorrow and chicken and donuts. Well, that's what's up. Buckets list for next year. Well, is the bucket list for us to all get together, or for what? I've been crashing all week. Went from working nights for the past 4 years to mornings. Woo, Zach. Oh man, yeah. But your productivity level hopefully should have gone up through the roof. But the only problem with that is when you're used to working nights, like you get home and you're awake and you get stuff done before you go to sleep, and then you wake up and start all over the next night or the next day. Oh, all I gave us was a weekend to switch. Shoot. My sleep schedule has not been the same since I worked overnights, and I haven't worked overnights in 7 or 8 years. But it's come in handy with the cooking. I tell you that much. It has definitely come in handy. John says Dash Bash in Memphis in May. Yeah, wishful thinking. Jeez. Something odd you have smoked or cooked. Recently, I did some lamb. I smoked lamb spare ribs. Yeah. I smoked lamb spare ribs and they were fire. They were so good. I've been holding meetings in my office all day. I need a break. Yeah. We need another 4-hour live. Well, Terry, the way that my work schedule is set up, and I didn't nearly have as much to drink tonight as I did on one of those 4-hour lives. Oh gosh, whew. I'm starting to get chilly. Marcus, he got a sneak peek. He got a picture of the lamb spare ribs just because we were talking, and I was like, "Hey, check these out." So he said that the lamb spare ribs looked awesome. And there is no video for those lamb spare ribs, so don't ask, unfortunately. Infant Tyler has ruined my sleep schedule. No comment. All right, look. I am going to use the pee polka and go pee again. I've been drinking all this daggone liquid. I'll be right back. All right. Okay, so I'm back. Anyway, let's see. Catch up on the comments. FC says lamb is underrated. Yes. 4-hour live, 4-hour Saturday live. I don't know about that now. Shoot, I wish. Grumpus is polka, yay. The pea polka, hell yeah. Super! Polka music made me think of Urkel. Oh man, dude, you know, it's so funny. My daughter was watching Family Matters. She is all into like 90s movies and TV shows. Like, it is crazy how she is into those things because my wife and I are kind of like reliving. Like, she was watching all of the Full House, and she went back and watched all of the Full House, like the original Full House shows. She watched the Fuller House, which is the new Full House, you know, remake or, you know, spin-off from the original shows. And then once she was done with that, she was like, but they keep doing all these flashback things and showing. I'm like, yeah, it's from the original show. And I hit up a friend of mine, and he was able to get it for us. She watched like 18 seasons. I don't know, it was 18. She watched like, I think it's 7 or 8 seasons of Full House in a matter of like not even a month. Yes, I can imagine hearing that and some sort of Oktoberfest. Hey, I finally smoked a turkey last night, and it didn't suck. I injected it with salty chicken stock and a poultry seasoning. That's my speed brine, and injected it with a stick of Mo butter, baby. Carlos, that's what's up. Big Ashes Barbecue says, now I want a German beer. Speaking of ashes, hey, Jack, Wagon, Betty, you guys, are you here tonight? No? Yay? My friend is watching you on the tablet. I can't access the chat. What should he click? On the tablet and can't access the chat. If you look down, like if you scroll around, you should see like my channel and then like some dots. In the dots is probably where you can find the bar for the chat, and you would have to just click on the chat and then you can see the live chat. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. You know, you don't need the P until you play the P polka. Thanks. Victor, shoot. You know, normally I'm pretty good, and I will pee 5 or 10 minutes before the live stream starts, and then I don't pee. Like there are some weeks where we stream, and I'll go 2 hours, and then I'm like, all right, after two and a half hours, I'm like, I gotta go pee, or the live stream will still be going on, or we will end the live stream just as I have to pee. The problem tonight is I've been drinking fluids with my wife all afternoon, trying to drink a gallon of water. So I've been peeing pretty regularly today, and man, I just couldn't hold on to it. You know, like I said, normally I'm pretty good, so I will hopefully get back into the 2 to 3 hour stretch range with my pee schedule, because I'm trying to. There's the container is over there. It's a gallon container. I'm trying to drink one of those a day. We shall see how that works out starting tomorrow. Whew. I'm already not feeling the trips to the bathroom that I know I'm going to be digging because I'm drinking so much daggone water. Mimi, hopefully he was able to find it, or they were able to find it. The live chat button on the tablet is right next to the thumbs down button. Do not click on that thumbs down, though. You know, just don't do it. But anyway, thank you guys really for being here. It really does make me feel good about being here. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. Live chat button. Greatly appreciate it. Akers putting it on Miami 8961. Huh. Keep in mind I'm driving a truck. Yeah, Victor. But you know what? I won't say you can pull over when you have to, but when you do need to pull over, hopefully you can pull over and maybe you have, I don't know, maybe you just have spots where you're like, all right, every hour and a half, 2 hours, I'm going to stop. Or when I'm at this stop, I will stop and pee. I don't know how you have it worked out. But, oh boy. All right, guys, I'm almost there. Like, I'm rubbing my eyes and cleaning my ear. Like, it's about time for me to go get to sleep. KB says, thanks, Dash. Catch you on the next one. Cheers, everybody. Oh, you know what? You guys who are here now, I've told you guys before that when you stick around to the end of the videos, I try to give you the link to the video for tomorrow. So, let me do that right now. I try to give you guys the link early as a way to say thank you for watching the video, or for hanging out on the live stream. I figured that's the least I could do. And there you are. There is the link to the video. Johnny says good night. Drew says good night. Yeah, I'm not fading as fast as I have in the past. Like, I purposely didn't drink too much tonight because, like I said, I've been up since 3:30 this morning, which is even earlier than normal. Rest area, another 15 minutes. All right. Who says let's hang out with Victor for another 15 minutes while he makes it to the next rest area? I don't remember ending a video so early. When was that the last time? Sometimes I go, it depends. If I'm talking, and we can talk for 3 hours. But I mean, yeah, I don't wanna fall asleep live on camera again. Eat some waffles. So my son makes pancakes and we're out of pancake mix, which is funny. Tell your son to make you some again. You know what I can do? I am going to get a bag of chips. Mesquite barbecue chips. I'm just gonna. Mesquite is not my favorite. Yep. Good night, Eric. FC says good night. Marcus says get some rest. Great time as always. Take care. Marcus, Jamie, thank you. Every time you stop a truck to pee, it takes 15 minutes at minimum. Uncle Bull says, yeah. Uncle Bull, you're so funny, dude. Is it Leighton or Lighton Watts? Thank you very much. Mimi is definitely good peoples. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe and hit that thumbs up button for me. I would greatly appreciate it. Would love to see you in the comments for some future videos. And definitely hanging out on the live stream. That's awesome. Who makes my shirts? So, I'm in the middle of a little bit of a transition when it comes to the shirts. So right now, this particular shirt was done by Teespring, but I'm not 100% sold on the t-shirts from Teespring. I do not mind the hoodies from Teespring, but the shirts from Teespring, now they feel soft and everything like that. It's just the printing on the shirt is, hopefully you guys can see it. I'm kind of looking through my shirt. The printing on the shirt leaves a little bit to be desired from the shirts that I've gotten printed in the past from my friend. But he's no longer at that company, so he still has people who work there, friends that were there. So I might be able to get some more shirts made, but I want to change the design. Eric Thomas, how you doing this evening? Los 859. Here you go, Grumpus. Wait. Before you reach in my bag, wash your hands. There'll be some stuff I tell my kids, or I'm pouring the chips into their hands, man. Don't reach in my bag. Los, how you doing? Well, Robert Fleming, I know I've seen you in the chat before, so thank you, Mimi. I appreciate that. Victor says locally baby backs have dropped down to $2.50 per pound. He said he's filling his empty freezer. Shoot, I don't see why not. So we can use this as a challenge. Mimi has invited and or recruited 3 people that are here. Mimi basically represents 10%, or Mimi and her folks represent 10% of the folks that are on the live stream right now. Who can top her? Who can do better than Mimi? Well, actually, Marcus, you're right there. Marcus is using his business name, his personal name, and his wife is actually on too. So there's 3. So I guess they got you tied there, Mimi. She's really small. And the print was faded, even brand new shirts. Yeah, I totally agree, Johnny. Sorry. Mike, I'll tell you what. The best luck I've had with t-shirts has been getting them made locally. Getting them printed locally, because you can look at the shirt, you can test the shirt, you can see how it comes out. And with your local screen printer, if you don't like it, I won't say you make them do it again, but you rerun them. And yeah, they're going to be more expensive for sure, but the quality I found is a lot better. Juan Kenobi, this is what's up from Texas. Big ass sister barbecue. He says German beer and chips now. I should come out, or they should come out with barbecue Cheetos. Huh. Eric says, man, how much does your family eat on a regular basis? To be honest, I cook barbecue probably once, maybe twice a week. They're sick of it. I'm sick of it. Unless I do something different. I tell you, last week I cooked some short ribs. Some beef short ribs. They were so good. My wife and Taste Tester number 1 were home. And that's the thing. I talk a lot of times about cooking for lunch. And the reason I cook for lunch is because if I'm sitting home, working from home, I'm going to cook for us to have lunch. But I only typically try to cook once a week. I don't try and cook twice a week, just because sometimes it can be too much. Sometimes my wife, with the meetings and having a window open, not very far from where the grill is, or on the side of the house where the grills are set up, that sometimes it's just too much smoke for her. So she's not necessarily a fan of that all the time. Robert Fleming, hello. Marcus's challenge accepted. Cell, computer, fire stick, Jamie. When was the last time you watched Set It Off? I was watching today on Netflix. I haven't watched Set It Off in quite some time. But there have been some old movies that I've watched again recently. Like we watched, my wife and I watched, I watched Top Gun the other day recently. And, Talladega Nights was what we watched. And, hilarious. Mike says, Mimi join Patreon. Is Pateron, Patreon. Brother Young says, what will the celebration be when you get to 20,000 subs? I haven't done a whole celebration thing, unfortunately. Just cause. You ever made a lasagna on your pellet grill? Comes out really good? No. Carlos, I haven't. Reason being for that, my wife would not eat, or she doesn't really like when I smoke things that aren't traditionally smoked. Like, you would traditionally cook a lasagna in the oven, and if I smoke it or put it on the smoker, on the Traeger, it'll have a smoke flavor to it. And she's like, not that it's really bad. It's just not what she wants, you know? Big Ash says, I did a brisket over the weekend. Went ahead and made a bacon wrapped meatloaf while it was fired up. Nice change. All right. I have to watch Utopia. I think so. Is that with Zendaya? Is that the one with Zendaya, or is Utopia the one about the animals? Step Brothers is a classic, Jacob says. You to grill, I'm with you, Johnny. I grill after work most weeknights. Hold on. Oh, I'm sorry, Johnny, I missed it. Do you only barbecue or do you also grill? Because I grill about 4 times a week. It's my family's preferred way to prepare food. So, I used to come home in the afternoons and cook. But because I'm home a lot more, that means I can allow for a lot for longer cooks. So I don't necessarily do as much grilling as I used to. But with the fact that I'm doing a lot more barbecue, a lot more slow and low, I tend to cook still twice a week on this side of the house. So on my different grills and or smokers. That being said, I'm only cooking, like I try to only cook 1 meal a day. I'm not cooking lunch and then I'm not cooking dinner as well. Oh yeah, I'm still up. I was saying I was gonna go to bed, and Victor said he was 50 minutes or so away from a truck stop. So I said we would hang on until he gets to his next truck stop. And I got a bag of chips, so that's why I'm up. Mike says bacon wrapped meatloaf sounds good. Sasha Lane and John Cusack. Alright. If I remember. Tell her it's wood fired. The lasagna, not smoked. Nah, man, it's on the pellet grill. She can taste the smoke in the cheese. Trust me when I tell you, she's not a fan of that. Unless I'm smoking the cheese. And even when I smoked the cheese, she was like, I don't know about this stuff. Box and ceiling fan, yeah. It's pretty chilly in here right now. And I have on short sleeves. I'm gonna take the fan out of the window, but no AC. So, Lowe's says, you want to know something really funny? Now every time I listen to Nelly, you always pop in my mind. I picture you hanging out in a music video while stepping on glass. Look, I met him after that video was shot. Yeah, Uncle Bull says Topanga. Dude, hey, Uncle Bull and Marcus, you guys crack me up because you two comment Topanga on the videos. Eric says, I want to cook some ribs this weekend. What's the best way to get a good, the best flavor? I guess it would be your seasoning. You kind of have to decide what you want to season them with. Then you have to decide how you're going to cook them, with moisture, with, you know, spraying them, spritzing them, or not. Wrapping them up is another decision you have to make. And then lastly, to sauce or not to sauce. That is the question. Hmm. Folks, there's no sauce. Well, it's up to you. Mike says no sauce for him. Those lamb ribs I did the other day, I left them the way that they were. There was no sauce on them. Uncle Bull's another one. No sauce. All right. I won't say I'm the opposite, but I put sauce on my ribs. It's just, I don't say what I do, but yeah. Huck, I don't agree. Huck says sauce was invented to cover up bad meat before the USDA started to make people put dates on meats. Well, I never put it on bad meat. But then again, I might be an exception. Big Ash says he wants sauce. Hanging above live coals for the ribs, Victor says. Or it enhances the meat. I mean, I use it as a means to add or to rehydrate things. But never really to cover up anything rancid or like if it's burnt. Hog says Google barbecue sauce and meats. All right. Rubs and sauces go like peanut butter and jelly. What are your go-to store-bought sauces? Carlos, can't tell you that. I said sauce is covering up something. Nah, Mike. I grew up in Philadelphia, right? That being said, barbecue for me, a lot of times was stuff cooked in the oven with barbecue sauce. So barbecue sauce to me has a little bit of a nostalgic effect. And it kind of reminds me of my childhood, my upbringing. So that's why I put barbecue sauce on, I'm going to say a lot of things, but I put barbecue sauce in and or on things. So I preface usually don't use it, but sometimes I do, Carlos says. It really agreed between preface and how you were brought up. You know, some people were just raised differently. All right, Victor, have you made it to the rest stop? I saw you comment, which typically means that you might be somewhere stopped, so you can comment. Hog says sauce is not cover anything, not to cover anything these days. Rotten meat is not sold in stores, but it's stuck. Mike says he trains with a master chef on the weekend cruise line, and he says sauce is to cover up from bad meat. I mean, that may be how it started, just like Hawk says. But not for me. Not a cover-up. All right, Victor. Let me know when you get there, and then we'll end it. Margaret brought me. I refuse to put Philly in front of the word cheesesteak. So Mount Philly brought me a cheesesteak from Arby's last night. It was awful. Pretend that was a mug of tea, and I'm Kermit the Frog. Carlos says, I understand, Mike. It's cool. Grumba says, Master Chef might be wrong. Carlos is 90% of the time I use barbecue sauce for dipping. Cool. All right, Big Ashes Barbecue. Next time, he says, yo, I'm out. All right. Hawk says, I like mixed drinks started because of prohibited. They mix fruit juice and soda to cover up the rock gut liquor. They mixed drinks and then mixed drinks just became a thing. He's wrong, but I like him. All right, Mike. I mean, never have I ever asked, hey, why? Uncle Bull says that's what you get from fast food crap. Hey, Drew, thank you for hanging out. Definitely appreciate it. Just have a good night, y'all. Like I said, I'm just going to go ahead and sip or excuse me, with the chips. I'm just going to eat the bottom of the bag there. Not even, yeah. That's one of those things, man. It kind of is what it is. Unfortunately. But, you know, it's not that. It could be worse. But there's certain things, certain places, certain, I just know better. I know better. KB comment a second on the video. Thank you, man. If I can spell thanks correctly. I love AI on my A1 on my steaks and burgers, not because it's covering anything up. I just love A1. I also lightly brush my Reheating steak while on the grill. Maybe ribeye. So I tell you what, I use A1 on burgers more than I do on steak. Hey, Eric says he's got to go. Keep up the great work. And I have to get up at 4 a.m. also. I'm a truck driver. Good night. Hey, thank you very much for hanging out. Do appreciate it. Do you like ribs cooked over coals, drum style, or cooked completely indirect? Indirect, Mario. I have never... I have the rib hanging kit. I have it. I've had it for 6 months, 8 months now, and I haven't even cracked it. Has it... The spot where I brought it in the house and put it down, it has not moved from that spot since I bought it. I won't say I have no interest in hanging ribs. I don't cook enough ribs in order, like Victor. I know Victor cooks lots of ribs. He's told me that he can cook a dozen ribs a weekend. And that hanging ribs for him is very easy because he cooks so many and he's using the Weber Smoky Mountain, so he's limited in real estate. Me, on the other hand, the most ribs I cook, maybe 6, and that's every 6 to 8 months. I might have an order that I have to cook 6 ribs for, or 7 ribs for. So I'm not doing, nearly as many ribs as some of you guys are, at least right now. I like creating and pairing barbecue sauces just like pairing wines with various dishes. All right. Brian says, me too, Grumpus. Mike says, I like Heinz 57. I don't like the Heinz 57. Only Heinz 57 I could deal with is ketchup, but give me some, Heinz ketchup, some golden mustard. Oh, it is the golden. What's the yellow mustard? French's mustard. Yeah. And like I said, A1 on my burgers. I like A1 on my burgers. So I go to Five Guys. I'll get extra cheese, A1, mayo. Depends. Sometimes I'll get jalapenos. Sometimes I'll get onions. Depends on how froggy I'm feeling. One of the other things too, from Five Guys, I will do a bunless burger and get it on lettuce. Fire. But mostly trying the wines, Grumpus. Grumpus. No judgment, Grumpus. No judgment. I haven't gotten, like I told you guys how I was trying to learn how to bourbon. I think I've given up on bourbon for a little while. It's just really not my thing. But I will drink some clear liquor, some vodka. Give me vodka, give me moonshine. Those are my two go-to. Like, yeah, I'm with it. Rum, if I have to. Tequila, if it's free. Other than that, ah, whew, yeah. Have I tried Heinz 57 barbecue sauce? No, not willingly. Ah. Marcus says no for the Heinz 57 barbecue sauce. Give me just some of that mayo Q sauce. Sure. Grey Poupon. All right. I'm thinking Grey Poupon. We have some Grey Poupon in the refrigerator. All right, guys. Let's see, Victor, you made it yet? Are you there yet? Are you there yet? All right, I'm gonna get the last little bit of my coffee into my cup here, and I guess you guys can tag along. Fireball and Diet Dr. Pepper. Oh, I am not a cinnamon fan, so I can't do the Fireball. All right. I was going to get my ice and pour my coffee, but my pants almost fell down because I loosened up my belt. Oh. Try to fill up my cup as best I can because I know my coffee should still be warm. There's not much left. This is the half-gallon container I was talking about, and as you can see, it needs some stickers. Have you guys been following along with the Artist Man, the beard oil project? Have you been following along with that or no? Don't care? It's like, dude, I came here for barbecue, not beard content. I get it. Man, there was more in here than I thought. Filled the cup up. Get that washed out a little later. All right, and I am back. Man, iced coffee. It's commercials. Do I feel better? I can do 20 racks and just one Weber Smoky Mountain at a time. Last on sauce. I use Bullseye in 1 cup plus half cup Jack Daniels. All right. Robert, thank you very much, man. It has been real. I can't watch Manscaped. I'm not manscaping, man. This is manscaping is shaving. This is grooming. This is I don't even know. It's upkeep, if you will. But Johnny, you have a pretty impressive beard, man. I'm telling you, these oils. I'm digging away. My beard is very, very soft, and the scent. Some of the scents last longer than others, but yeah. I saw what you said about the ribs, Victor. I think I read it. I kind of just read it, kind of mumbled it. So sorry, I didn't read it like really loud. Just stopping by to say hey. Well, thank you very much, Laura. Have things to do, she says. Hey, Johnny Grumpus, enjoy the night, eh? watch later. All right. Thank you very much. Yes, it is still live. My beard is short. It doesn't matter, Johnny. You just probably wouldn't use as much of the oil. But, dude, I am a firm believer now in using oil in my beard. Like, especially with the winter coming up, my beard will be so dry. And just like, I don't know how to explain it. It's so much softer than it was when I didn't do anything to it. So I am really digging the oils, and I'm not saying that because they're definitely not paying me. They sent me these oils to try, and I'm going to try them. And I am literally having not the time of my life, but I'm having a really good time using these oils because I'm not opening the oils up to smell them to see which ones I'm like, I don't know about this one. Because you don't really get the full scent until you take the dropper, take the bottle, use the dropper, and put the oil into your hand, rub the oil together, and then rub it into your beard. And that's when you get the best scent, like that right away. But I'm telling you, Johnny, oil in the beard, I wasn't a believer until these companies sent me some, and I was like, yo, this oil is great. The beard balm that I use, because of the shea butter and some of the oils, I think it's more the shea butter than anything. It weighs my beard down a little bit. Like it's thicker. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not as light and airy as with the oil. The oil actually, yeah, it's really good. Mimi, good night. Thank you very much, ma'am, for hanging out with us. See, I remembered. And thank you for bringing and contributing other folks to join on the live stream. Still not too late to switch to the Ravens. Yes, it is. I was born and raised in Philadelphia, sir. There's no, I just can't do it. Do the oils soak in, get your clothes greasy. So Grumpus, now that is one of the things that I will tell you after my shirts on the collar here, because my beard is longer, they can and will get a little discolored, but it's not going to be like they've gotten my gray t-shirts, the ones that have the printing on the front and the back, they are discolored after me wearing those shirts and using beard oil for 4 or 5 years. Those are the shirts that I can't get that like browning around the collar out of. But other than that, they're not going to change the color of the collar drastically. But yeah, that's a really good question. The real question is, how does the wife like it? So Johnny, she is not a big fan of the longer beard. This is something I'm growing for myself. The beard I'm growing for myself. So a lot of times, if I go to kiss her on the forehead or something, I gotta like go like this so the beard hairs don't tickle her forehead, or like get her in the eyes when I kiss her or something like that. And I just kind of know. But again, I'm not growing this for her. I'm not growing this. I'm growing this. This is for me. You know, I like the longer, fuller beard. And the beard has honestly become part of my personality. You know, hey, you know, there's the Scott, the guy with the black beard, or the salt and pepper beard. I'm getting people say now, unfortunately. But yeah, it just kind of fits my persona. During the midnight oil, burning midnight oil, bruh. I stepped away and you're still here. Yeah, every now and again we have a 2.5 or 3 hour live stream. There's no mess. I have a hanger. So it gets above the coals, and the drippings improves the flavor. Good night, guys. Yes, Victor says, and hey, and go Seahawks. I mean, oil, how does she like the way they smell? So some of them, as far as the oil, she does like more than others. The one that I'm using today, it was called Bay Rum, and when I first put it on, I was like, man, it smells kind of like licorice, or like an anise, like that, like the, I don't know if it's black anise or whatever. And then it hit me that it smells like a spiced rum. So I let her, and a lot of times, or more often than not, I put the beard oils in and then I'm out. Like I head out of the door for work, and so she doesn't smell them until I get home in the afternoon. My air compressor in the garage on? Is that what I'm hearing? So she doesn't smell them until I get home in the afternoons. But like this morning, today, I used the beard oil and I used the beard oil and I let her smell it pretty immediately, and she's like, "What am I?" She's like, "I'm smelling something, but what is it? I can't, like, I don't know what exactly it is." And I said, "You know, I think it's like a spiced rum." So I know the feeling. I had a long beard, finally shaved it. My wife wanted some sort of facial hair back. Yeah. Huh. Beards are like barbecue sauce. Must be hiding something bad. Nah, you know what? Aside from the double chin, I mean, that's, you know, that's not that bad. And you kind of have to, like, really do that. I have some, you can't really see them, but I've talked about it before, where I have some scars from where I hit my chin as a kid and busted my chin open. I leave my acupressure on all the time. Yeah, I do too, but sometimes what happens is it just randomly, like if it gets low on air, randomly comes on, and I hate when it comes on in the middle of the night because it'll run for 5 or 10 minutes, filling back up. I have a 33-gallon tank, and sorry, rip neighbors. Looks like the cars from those ships are working. You were young and getting ready to sign off 30 minutes ago. You're absolutely correct, Carlos. They are second wind acquired. And more coffee, too. Marcus says it's time for the full beard, getting colder. Man, I always have the full beard. So now I do trim it down every now and again. And usually what ends up happening is around my wife's birthday and or our anniversary, I'll cut my beard down. Usually maybe to just a goatee, so you know you'll see goatee dash. But for the most part, the last couple of years, I'm like, I'm gonna let it grow. So we're gonna see. Yeah, man. Carlos, definitely the carbs have kicked in. But the unfortunate thing is, and yeah, I don't know if you can see it or not, the chill from that box fan and that ceiling fan, what? It is real. And the fact that I just drank like a quarter of this iced coffee here. Whew. Good night, Mike. Thank you very much. Gonna check out Backline next week. Well, you know, make sure you tell them who sent you. Between me and Alton, don't give me all the credit. Your beard was short when I met you at Alton's. Yes, because it was shorter. Because of the fact that we went away for Christmas, and I shaved it down for Christmas. And it took that long for it to grow back. It takes a good 3 or 4 months for my beard to grow back in, nice and full. And then I consider it a big beard when I can look down and, like, I can tilt it up just a little bit, but I can look down and, like, if I pick it right, I can look down and see my beard. That's big beard status. That's what I like to see. All right. Well, look, guys, it's 11:30. After 11:30, and I yawned again. All right. So thank you so very much. I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh, excuse me. So, you take great care, guys. Tomorrow's video, I will shoot it up, post it for you again. For those of you guys who are still here, you can watch it. TDP route. TD Prout. How am I saying your name there? Rick says later, guys. Uncle Bull says goodbye. Have a good night, everyone. Yes, indeed. Grumpus, be easy, and maybe tomorrow's the day you don't wear a Hawaiian t-shirt or a Hawaiian shirt. I don't think it's gonna happen, but yeah. B, hopefully everything is good with you. Actually, I need to get up with you. I kind of want to check on you. I know you kind of made mention of something going on last week, and I did not follow up with you. Hey, Steven, thank you very much. Terry, be easy. Check the P.O. box. Again? I checked it. I got some pepper from you. I told you I got pepper from you. Oh boy. What y'all got up your sleeves now? Hey, John, be easy. Uncle Bull, thank you very much for your participation and helping out. You were a great help in the naming of the video for Tuesday, and I wanted to say thank you. Steven, thank you, sir. No. Something else? Oh, man. You gonna single-handedly keep me. And usually I go to the post office box on Wednesdays, but I just did not go today. I came in the house and I said I'm not getting back up and going back out, so I did not go today, but I will check it tomorrow. All right, guys. Deuces. And I am gone.